Hello, my name is William Cerf, and I am a verified delegate of the Americans Elect. Americans Elect was actually put together over a period of several years. It started out as Unity 08, and that was a project to engage people in selecting a candidate for president who would be much less divisive than in the previous terms. And that effort went nowhere, and the people who started this thing many of them are very influential, very wealthy people, and some of them have, in all walks of life, financial services, and business and many different kinds of business people. And so they continued on even though 2008 didn't work for them. And they created this thing called Americans Elect. And Americans Elect, what they wanted to try and do was to put together what they thought would be the Facebook or Google of politics. And they wanted to build a platform, an online platform, where any citizen could come and register for this Americans Elect, and they were going to hold an online primary to nominate a person for President of the United States who would pledge to reach across the aisle and pick someone of an opposite perspective. So if the person nominated was a Republican, they would select a Democrat or vice versa. And they actually put a lot of money into this. They put about $9 million to try to build the website. And then they also spent about $35 million to try and get ballot access in all 50 states. So it was quite a huge effort. And the purpose of this effort is to try and break the gridlock and the duopoly that our two-party system currently has. So the question one might be interested in is, why are we in such a gridlock situation? Why is our politics so nasty and so vitriolic and so difficult? And why is it that our Senate and our Congress and all of these people can't seem to get anything done, and they don't get along very well with each other? Well, there's a couple of issues that are in play here. One is, I don't think the problem is the people. There's some people are liberal, some people are conservative, some people are Democrat, some people are Republican. There's all kinds of people. Some people are angrier than others, and some people are more laid back than others, and whatever. One of the things I love about our country is we have so many different interesting kinds of people. And one of the things that I've been able to do in the last few months since I've gotten involved with this Americans Elect is I've met a lot of very interesting and very wonderful people, some of whom actually got involved in this Americans Elect thing to the point where they decided to run for President of the United States. It's an experiment, right? It's the idea is to try to learn how to do all this stuff so that we can come together and take our country back. So the bottom line is that this Americans Elect attempted to do in 2012 to build some excitement and to get the population, get the people excited, and candidates would go out and get, if they were somebody who was well known or somebody who had been a governor or a senator or something like that, they would go out and get 1,000 support clicks in each of so many states. But anyway, it didn't work. So the guys who started the thing decided, okay, we're going to just pull the plug on this and just tell everybody to go home. Well, now that they pulled the plug on it, a lot of the people really were very excited about this possibility, and they didn't like having the plug pulled out from under them. And actually now what's happened is we've started to build a really lovely community of people across the political spectrum, conservative, liberals, Republicans, Democrats, people who, like myself, I've been involved in many third-party things. I've never liked the two big parties. So we have all kinds of people who are involved in this Americans election. Now that the Americans elect leadership has decided to pull the plug, we're actually starting to build this community. We have a little, on Facebook, we have the Americans of Americans Elect, and we're trying to reach out to the folks, these high-level people who started this thing. We want to have them join us so that we can come together and do something in 2012 with this Americans Elect and begin building relationships across all of the lines that divide us. We want people who are wealthy and influential and all of that to join with others like myself. I'm just a common citizen, and many other just ordinary people. We want to come together to take America back, to bring to this country the bold, courageous, innovative leadership that we need to solve our big problems. And for lots of reasons, the leadership of our country has become timid, risk-averse, and unimaginative. So my ask for you tonight is to look us up on the Facebook, Americans of Americans Elect, and join us. Join us on, we have conference calls and these YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Join us. We can come together and create something really wonderful for ourselves and our children and their children. Thank you very much.